Hi guys, welcome to Automation Experts. Today we'll go through index and match functions with multiple criteria using array formula, non-array formula, with if error, and index and match along columns and rows. So let's start with index and match with three criteria. From the sample database provided, we need to get the model name out of the software, RAM, and camera. So these are the three criteria which will result us in getting the model numbers. To get the model name, we'll start with the index and select array and start finding the match from the first instant, and we'll begin up with the lookup array. The first criteria is the software type and select the range from the table, and the second criteria is the RAM. Select the range from the table, and finally we'll select the final criteria, the camera type, and close the bracket, and 0 to get the exact match, and close the bracket, and close. Yes. So we got the result as an Alienware because we have selected Android 11 and 8 and 64 as our selection criteria. If we change it to iOS, we are getting Nokia. So iOS 8 and 64 are giving us the result of Nokia. So this is how the index match with three criteria array function works. Let's quickly move on to index match non-array formula. So we are working with the same sample database again, and we are starting with the formula index, and we'll follow the same steps as explained before. We'll select an reference instead of an array here. Match. And we'll start index again. And we'll give the first reference. It's nothing but the software. We need to select the range of software from the table. And the second criteria is RAM. And the last criteria is the camera. And we are giving the row number as 0, column number as 1, close the bracket, and we are finding the exact match, close the bracket, and enter. We are getting the same result, and let's test to Android 10 and 4 and 50. So we have note 9 here. So this is nothing but from the row number 5. So what if we get not applicable? So this is the case in which we use with if error. So that would be the third formula. To catch this error, for example, we do not have the model number with Android 10, with RAM of 4 GB and camera of 100 megapixel in the given database. So in which the result should be the model is not available in the database. So we'll continue to apply the same formula. However, we'll start with if error, and the value is nothing but the entire formula. So if the value doesn't match with the result which we are expecting, we'll give the value if error model is not available. Yes. So this is how we can catch the error. Maybe for example, let's say if we are giving Android 10 and 4 GB of RAM and camera is 50 megapixel. It's Note 9 which is out of the database. If we have RAM of 60 GB and this combination of model is not available in the database, and we are getting the exact result saying that the model is not available in the database. So this is how the index match with if error works. And finally, we'll go through index and match along with columns and rows. So we have the sample database where we have software and RAM information in the rows and the brand information in the column. So we have the same criteria of software, RAM and brand here. Based upon the selection of the criteria, we should get the model name. So model names are nothing but we have 9 models. So we'll start with the formula index and we'll select the entire model of ranges followed by match. We'll start with the brand name, comma. So we'll the lookup array, find the exact match, and the second match is the formula or software, and the RAM we're selecting the software range and the RAM range, comma 0. We'll close the bracket. We're getting Galaxy F42. So this is the result. So if we change it to Android 13 and RAM of 8 and Samsung, we are getting Galaxy S21 Ultra as a result. So to use this formula, we should have the criteria on the rows as well as in the columns. So you can find all the formulas in the description below. Thank you. Please like and subscribe.